533-873-730. On a Friday like this, we've decided to change the face of the show by recapping major topical issues that came within the week. And as part of the discussion today, we'll be looking into the cabinet meeting that was held yesterday, that emergency cabinet meeting that has resulted in people commending or criticizing the current administration. President John Dramani Mahama, after returning from France yesterday, summoned an emergency cabinet meeting, and then the resulting effects of that particular meeting is that he instructed the Minister of Finance and, of course, the Minister in charge of Energy to, as a matter of fact, consult stakeholders in the energy sector and through that cut some taxes in order to ease the burden on Guineans. On top of that, he also, through the cabinet emergency meeting, instructed that the ban on fuel allowances still exists, and for that matter, this time it's even more harsher. Aside from that, the transport minister was also instructed to, as a matter of fact, put the 100 buses that were procured this week into use, and it was under strict instruction that it should be on traffic related corridors of this particular country. On top of the directive, as part of the transport sector, the president, through the cabinet meeting, held that the prices of these Metro Mass transit buses must be made moderate, and for that matter, should be very, very affordable for the people of Ghana to be able to afford. And aside from that, even before this particular directive could, come, VIP had announced an increase in transportation fare from 120 to 150 Ghana cedis from Accra to Kumasi, for instance. Cumulatively, 25% increment. And people were asking that on what basis has this particular increment become vital? We haven't had any substantial, explanation from the VIP yet. But on the streets, many have said that it seems there is some sectors of this particular economy that is targeted at sabotaging the government. These are some of the conversations on the streets, using the VIP increment as a case study. People do not see a reason why this particular increment should be necessary. But yeah, all part of the conversation this morning. And those of you who've been following the news within this particular week, you also are aware of the fact that there has been some, heated debate on the Takpa Damai mines, which is now currently being taken over by Engineers and Planet after winning the bid with 93.15% after battling with other, mining firms. Aside from that, I'm sure there are other topics that definitely crossed your mind within this particular week that is very, very vital. I have in studios the gentleman who is widely known as the coolest man in Ishiaiso. Very, very affable. In fact, since I took over this particular seat, he's been one of the most consistent, panel on the show. Even when he's sick, he still makes time to be part of the show on every Friday. I'm sure he would choose cup of tea over his spouse. Evangelist Richard Pra, good morning.
Good morning, my brother Emcee.
Could you please use this microphone for me? Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And I hope it's clear now.
Yeah, very clear.
We thank God, Alhamdulillah, for the gift of life. And for making my head big. Yeah, I feel
Your
the
head is
things.
small, so if you become big, I think
I
will.
feel the things you were saying about me. I'm humbled. I'm humbled, but I don't know why I don't like
Compliment,
compliments and those things. I want to stay who I am. We've seen so much in life. We've experienced so much, and you get to a point that you realize mm, all these they are simply vanity. And I normally say death makes a nonsense of everything
Yeah, yeah.
in life. When you are so arrogant, so proud, you hate people, you create confusion and all that. At the end of the day, one day you will be
go.
obituary. We will see your posters. So this morning I share with listeners Proverbs 3:13 and then 14. I found or discovered something that it's more than gold. That's more than silver. That's what I want to share. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gets understanding. For the gain from her is better than the gain of from silver, and her profit better than gold. So wisdom and understanding, when rightly applied in the dealings of our everyday dealing, the gain is worth more than gold and then silver. So in all things, let's look out for wisdom, let's look out for understanding, and apply the knowledge that we have acquired. Knowledge can be acquired, but wisdom is a gift from God.
That's right.
Good morning. We are here.
All right. We are going to be joined pretty shortly by Fred Ochery, who I'm told is still on his way, but yeah, I'm sure he's going to be making up to the show. Evangelist, let's begin the conversation.
Yes.
A lot have happened within the week. Where do you want to start?
Yes. You made mention of Inshiaeso. I want the Inshiaeso NDC family to know this on record. I'm a young boy that in 2007, 2008 made a choice to do politics publicly. I've been a very selfless person. I've been very hardworking, I know.
That's right.
I've given it my all in Inshiaeso. I was born here. I know growing up what it meant to be NDC, but that's a choice I made. I've suffered so much. The reason I want a change, when it's time for us to elect or choose constituency executive, I want the chairman and the Safayam to go. I want the secretary, the deputy. I want the treasurer, Charles Bruce, to go. I want to see the women organizer and the deputy, the current one. I want all of them out.
You want a complete overhaul?
Complete overhaul. I have my favorite amongst the existing one, the organizer, if he so wished to go again, Bashiru. I've had my own issue, but he has been someone I think needs to be maintained. His deputy, Edward Kwa, he's now coming for vice chairman. I think he deserves to be elected as the vice chairman. He comes with so much wealth of experience and then dedication. He's hardworking. He does not discriminate. Apart from these ones,
isn't it a dangerous political decision to make?
That's because
at the end of the day, if they all win, it means it will be difficult for you to work with them. Oh?
Already for the past nearly 4 years, I've not been working with them. The leadership, especially the chairman, I just said, this is just the beginning. I've moved with them, some of them 12 years. I know them very well, but I feel I'm being so much disrespected and people hate me within the party without any cause. In Shiasu here. And Chairman Afayam is the brain behind it.
Really?
Yes. I want to end it here. It's on record. I will share it. It's gone out there. I don't deserve what
Isn't
I'm
it
getting.
because maybe you have a candidate that you want to present?
Of course, I have a candidate. And the reason I pushing for the new candidate is because of this hatred, the seed of hatred that they've planted and the division. The current leadership cannot put us together. And I feel they have paid their dues. They need to go. Let me end it here.
All right. Let's move on.
Yes, a lot has happened during the week. And I want to start with the transport fares that was announced by the VIP. VIP, it's a private-owned company.
That's right.
Not government-owned. And they've brought out a list showing their routes and their increment.
Yeah.
Approximately is around 25%.
That's right.
I listened to their manager, Adakabre, and his justification, as much as it's a private-owned entity and they are in for profit, they have their consideration, the reason why they feel they need to increase it. But I think it's not justified.
Why do you
In
think
all
so?
humility, it's not justified. We have a free market. When you come to my shop, my prices may differ from the next shop. I have reasons why my prices may be so. But the buyer also has a right. Running a transport business, I went into it for some few years and I backed out. I know their struggles and all that. But before you decide to make any adjustments, especially when it's about increment, the basics has always been the exchange rate and fuel.
That's right.
The exchange rate have effect on fuel pricing. It has effect on spare parts and other things that goes into running a transport, maintenance culture and all that. But we are in an era when at a point the exchange rate dollar went to 17.3. We bought a liter of petrol for 18 cedis. A liter of diesel for 23 cedis. How much were they charging?
That was 120.
120 cedis, or even less, because looking at 2022, that's about 4 years now.
Okay.
It was around 90 to 100 cedis,
100 cedis.
somewhere even 80 cedis. You use diesel. You bought a liter at 23 cedis, the same 23 cedis that we have now. Spare parts were up then, but you were charging around 100 cedis. Today, the dollar has come to 10.
It's now 11.1.
Let's say 11. Fuel, even diesel, that went to 23. Today, it's around 17. It's because of what is going on in the Asian, US, Israel, Iran, and Strait of Hormuz and all that. And this is the time you are telling us that you are increasing it. For me, it doesn't make sense to me. That's my humble opinion. But I would want to also say that in as much as it's a free market economy that we are running, you traveling, if you decide to settle on any of these buses, I'm sure for me, if I'm traveling, I look at comfortability, I look at how your maintenance culture and your rates in terms of accidents and all that. I want to arrive safely. So sometimes when you get to where we call Neoplan Station Asafo, you have even a bus that is charging maybe 60 cedis to Accra.
Sure.
Some are taking 80 cedis to Accra. Some are taking 190.
Yeah.
I will have a choice to make whether I want to go with the 60 or, do you understand?
Yeah.
But for you to say that you are increasing, you need to come and convince me strongly. State your case strongly why you are doing this at this point in time. When under the MPP, you bought diesel for 23 cedis and you were able to charge less than 100 and you survived. Today you are buying the same diesel less than that, and this is the time you want to tell me you are increasing it instead of reducing it. So I would want to say that President John Dramani Mahama has made my day. Any day I will settle on him, any day. And I'm very proud over the years. For nearly 12 to 14 years, I had to put everything on line to support him. And today, I'm happy that he is back as president. And more even happier when yesterday, cabinet met for about a week. He had to travel and all that, but we were clear with the information that came that he will want to have a cabinet meeting and meet the relevant stakeholders in terms of the ministries and all that, and ensure that there's some good news. And yesterday he came back a few hours. There was a cabinet meeting, and this is the outcome. Briefly, I share the outcome of the emergency cabinet session on fuel pricing. The first one, Ministers of Finance and Energy, directed by Cabinet to ensure a reduction in fuel price. In the next pricing window through the suspension. Now underline the word suspension. It's not scrapping, suspension of some taxes and margins. Said taxes and margins to be announced. We're buying under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. President John Dramani Mahama and cabinet have decided that there should be some suspension of some of these levies and margins. This will mean that the next pricing windows, we are going to buy it less than we are buying it today. Today, petrol is at 13 point something. Diesel is around 17, which means it will come down. This is the last for 4 weeks. This is to last for 4 weeks and subject to review based on evolving situation in the Middle East conflict and movement in crude oil prices. So when the suspension comes, it will last for 4 weeks, subject to review. Whilst we are monitoring what is going on. I've seen something, even locally. When you look at the international market, crude has doubled. When you look at when the whole thing started, and the past 1 week, when it went to somewhere around 120 and it came to 115.
But now it's coming down.
It's still coming down because of the ceasefire that is going on. So this suspension is going to last for 4 weeks, within which we would have been certain that, okay, everything is over now. Now this is the window, the pricing. This is where it's hovering. Then we can settle on that. This is a caring administration, a president that means well. The MPP, their prayer and wish was that we will come and tell them, oh, because of this, we are even introducing a levy, and we are going to call it US, Iran, Israel levy. Just like they introduced COVID. Lazy man's approach. When it comes to the administering of this nation, what we saw under Nana Addo Dankwa and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was just pure laziness. Pure laziness. Lazy way of doing things. Okay, anything is going on outside. Let's pass it on to the people. To hell with them. Let them suffer. Government that cares so much and says, we have levies and margins. Let's suspend some. At least let there be that stability so that the Ghanaian can go to bed, sleep, and not fear waking up to price jumps.
Some have said that it should have come earlier, because if it had come earlier, I'm sure VIP and then other people wouldn't have been threatening to adjust their prices.
It's the beauty of democracy. When this whole thing started, who even thought that it will cross 1 month? It crossed. Now, there's a ceasefire. At least, it's also temporary, according to Trump.
Is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks. But government has said that let's suspend it for 4 weeks. So after 2 weeks, when these people start bombing again, it will go up again. I need stability. I plan in all my dealings. So for 1 month, I know I can plan. At least it's coming down. So there will be no panic. So those who are claiming that it should have come earlier, I'm sure it's the beauty of democracy. Bring your ideas. The second point to note from the cabinet, emergency cabinet meeting, is that ministers of transport directed to ensure that expedited development of recently acquired 100 Metro Mass Transit buses, in addition to existing ones on high traffic corridors, and ensure maintenance of lower transport fares on those buses than what private operators charge. So there's government-owned buses or fleet. The prices are to even come down. Government is not saying let's maintain it. He says ensure that you lower the prices. The third one, all ministers and senior government appointees to adhere strictly to President's directive on cancellation of fuel allocations and allowances. When you inherit from a very lazy, reckless administration that was spearheaded by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and supported by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, some comforts that even if you are a government appointee, you are supposed to enjoy. When you inherit such bad legacy, I don't even think it qualifies to be called a legacy. You suffer, you pay for it. Do you know, as a board member, there are things I'm suffering that I cannot share with anybody because of this. Because of this. Why? Why? It's because the MPP administration, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, so recklessly mismanaged the economy to a point that I am supposed, the little comfort as a board member that some allowances I'm supposed to enjoy. My president says I'm not supposed to get it because of the wickedness of the MPP administration. If they had done things right, it would have been smooth sailing. I would also enjoy. But today, I'm paying for it. But you sit here and say he's a board member of Gold Board, and everybody thinks I'm happy. You see, my brother.
But you say you are happy with the directive.
I'm happy because of the masses.
But you're not happy because you're not getting the full allowance.
The allowances and these things, wouldn't it have done something to me?
Definitely would have.
Yes.
Would have, yeah.
Today, I'm sacrificing it. But the MPP, as wicked as they are, they enjoyed it. And they not even manage the economy well after enjoying those things.
Please run
today,
it up for me.
We will pay for the price. And I say thank you, Mr. President, even though I have tears in my eyes. Thank you. You mean well for the masses. We are for the masses. So, I'm happy, even though I'm crying.
All right. Thanks so much, Evangelist Richard Pratt. Some 35 minutes after 9, Ultimate 106.9 FM. I'll be coming to Fred Rochery, incoming chairman for the Ishaisu constituency for the NPP, pretty shortly. But let me take you to Ntadehine first. Ntadehine wants me to tell you that if you're looking for something nice, classy, elegant, and then high quality African wares, come to them and then they're going to satisfy you with. Ntadehine is a new fashion design brand here in the region. There have been some major happenings, cabinet meeting, VIPs, transfer increases, Damine Gold, and then Engineers and Planet, all over the media. Let's hear from you. Where do you want to start?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. My regards to all the people in Ishaiso, especially the MPP delegates. I say they should stay strong and they should stay resolute and they should focus on issues and vote for the right personalities to come and manage the affairs of the constituency.
That's right.
You look at what NDC people are engaging in, all manner of gimmicks to make it appear like they're doing something, but in reality, they are not doing foco. So they should look at them and then know that really we need substance, not rhetorics.
Sure.
On the matters on the table, I think the president's cabinet meeting and matters afterwards are not impactful.
Really?
Of course, they are not impactful. I mean, why do you come and tell me that you are stopping people from having coupons, using coupons, and that is going to impact the fuel we buy in Ghana? What impact is that? They are gimmicks. You see, they say they do some of these things and they clap for themselves and they make it look like they are concerned and whatever. But at the end of the day, it is not impacting anything. Ask yourself, how is that going to impact you? The coupons that they've scrapped and they are clapping for themselves. They gave themselves the coupons and they're taking it away and they have to clap whilst it's not impacting on anybody's economy.
But this has been a standard practice all over for some time now, or for years. So shouldn't they be applauded for
doing,
not taking it, and maybe the money that they would have used for that could be used for another thing?
So take it in the first place. How this principle still was viable. If they hadn't taken it in the first place, they could have used the money for other things. Now they just want to come and receive this for something that is not impacting on anybody. I mean, how? You know, so they draw more on optics than impacting the people. And I think Ghanaians should see them for this kind of behavior. So governance is really about policies. So then you talk about another intention is 100 buses. 100 buses for 30 million people. And see, the thing is, for governance, you should have a policy that public transport, you roll it out so it impacts the larger populace. This plaster approach, and you want us to clap for you. 100 for 30 million people. Ask yourself, what is the impact?
This is for the Metro Mass Transit company, but not for the entire country.
Why should that be so? The entire country needs intervention. Why are you focusing on just 100 buses for the Metro Mass? How the rest?
Except by the end of the year, would have received 300.
The cost of transport is impacting everybody across the country.
That's right.
So if you are putting out an intervention, make sure that it's on a large scale that is going to impact and mitigate the effect of these transport hikes. You don't come and push in some 100 buses and expect that we should clap for you and then tell us that, oh, we should expect some 300. Piecemeal approach to a large scale situation. And you think it is a good intervention? I mean, it's only NDs who will do some of these things and then expect that they've done so great. When someone established the entire metro mass system across the country, provided buses to all districts and other places to run, and these people became workers and beneficiaries, and they are not even giving credit for it. They keep lambasting the MPP party and MPP governments, whereas they do not have any proper intervention for the problems that we are encountering in this country. So far as I'm concerned, concept they are not a serious government that is there to roll out proper policies that will give relief to the people.
They said this is just a temporary measure to cushion Ghanaians.
That is why I asked, what is their policy? What is their transport policy? If this is temporary, what is the permanent one? Have you heard them talk about any transport policy that is going to impact the larger populace? Have you heard it? Go and
now
check.
what we've heard that by the
Go
end
and
of the
check
year would have
STC.
had about 300 buses for
1 year
the
and some
metro
months down the lane, these people are not even able to maintain STC. The buses keep breaking down on the way. Go and check. So NDC should be serious. They should stop this piecemeal approach and propagandist sort of interventions where they clap for themselves and the people are still suffering. What is the meaning of that? And then they talk about the VIP buses. Look, VIP, a lot of people use VIP. And for that matter, if it is low, we all love it. But then, these people have genuine concerns. NDC has scammed the nation. They have scammed the nation to the extent that if you are not too careful and you're running the business, you run at a loss if you don't put into consideration a lot of factors. As we speak, these VIP buses, they don't use only a fuel. They do a lot of maintenance. They are importing parts. They are importing other consumables. Go and check. VAT has been increased by 20%. It is impacting them. NHIs has increased. And then fuel prices have also gone up. There are human beings living in Ghana who have household economies to manage. Electricity has gone up. So many things have gone up. Their children's school fees have gone up. And a host of other issues are impacting them. And you expect that they should just stay and dwell on the gimmicks of the government and survive. How are they going to be able to survive? It is not going to be possible. So
the process, if they survived under a regime that had diesel running at 23 and petrol at 17, why aren't they able to run in another regime that has fuel reduced and then spare parts also reduced and other factors also seen considerable reductions?
The cost of spare parts today is higher than it was in the previous regime.
Really?
Yes. VAT has increased 20%. Was that the case in the previous regime? NHIs that impacts all importations have gone up. Fuel prices have gone up. Their household economies, as I mentioned, they are also living in the country and they are feeling it. How do you tell us that we should overlook all these things and then go with the flow of the propagandist messages of the NDC and expect that the people will have a good living? They are drivers. He's here complaining about his allowances. The drivers are paying school fees. They are buying a whole lot of things that have gone up.
Is that justified? Because of that, they should pass it on to Ghanaians?
They are business people. They are not philanthropists. They are business people. They are not philanthropists. And I'm telling you, VIP is playing a very integral part in the economy of Ghana.
That's right.
Should VIP break down today, Ghana's economy is going to suffer tremendously. So they must maintain their business. The government doesn't have any clue to public transport. So these people are supplementing. They are not just supplementing. They are the ones providing the mainstream of public transport, especially interregional transport. And then you want them to follow your propaganda and destroy their business. The entire country is going to break down. So they are justified because there are subtle impacts of the charges and the taxes that are causing them huge losses. And if they don't act, their business is going to go down. So let us not dwell on NDC and their propaganda.
Some have argued that somewhere last year, when we had a simultaneous reduction of 15%, they failed to reduce their prices. But here are they trying to increase at a time when the entire country is not even thinking about an increase.
You see, the contradictions of NDC cannot be the deciding factor for the actions the VIP people take or the transport people take. At the time that they were talking about the prices were low and other stuff, those were the same times they increased VAT. Those were the same times they increased NHIS and other subtle taxes. So it wasn't that impactful. Today, as we speak, he mentioned something like the president has called that a certain tax be removed for 2 weeks and other stuff. Must I go and remove the 1 cedi on top of every liter of fuel that people buy? Go and remove it. The explanation they gave to Ghanaians is that prices were so low, and for that matter, if they add that 1 cedi to it, it will not impact the people's expenditure that much. Now prices are so high, you still keeping the 1 cedi on top of it, and then you come and tell us some 2 weeks intervention here and there, and we must applaud you. Why?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. So we must applaud you. When you are charging 1 cedi on every liter, 4 cedis plus on a gallon that every driver buys, and you come and sit there and tell us you are sensitive. Sensitive to what? Sensitive to what? You're just tickling yourselves and laughing. And they don't really care. They have scammed cocoa farmers. They have scammed nurses. They've scammed teachers. They've scammed the entire country. And they still want to throw dust into our eyes. And today, the other topic that you discussed was on the issue of diamond mines and other stuff.
Yes.
That have been taken over by the friends and family of the current president. That
The bid
is disgraceful.
was won by engineers and planners.
Oh, now we know bids. Do we accept bids in this country? When Brian Champon won a bid to annex some hotels, worth how much? What did these people do? We're talking about billions of cedis. When talking about gold mines, billions of cedis. And these people have taken over. And
But
they're coming up with the
there are
explanation that they want
evidence
bids.
that the processes leading to the acquisition of the diamond mines by engineers and planners, they didn't start from this current regime. It started all over from Akufo-Addo's regime. The
MPP has never, ever complained about privatization. NDC were the people who captured privatization as state capture. They were the people who demonstrated. They were the people who made it look evil. And today, they are beneficiaries of it. Do they have the moral right to even go and annex it? Whether it was started at Kwame Nkrumah.
So basically,
Do they
it's,
have-
isn't about the acquisition, but the supposed double standards. By
It
the
is
NDC.
equally about acquisition. It is equally about acquisition. It's becoming too many. It is becoming too many. Black voter, whatever gold, taken over by the president's brother. Damai taken over. The country's public mines, about 80% of them have gone to
Many
the
have argued
presidents.
that it's better to have a local person manage those mining sites than to have foreigners who would then come and then take everything away.
Did they see this in the context of Brian Champon's situation? Did they see that? Was that their argument? I'm telling you, they don't have the moral right. And if it has to be taken over by locals, should it be the president's family alone? Ejapadie, the authors of Ejapadie document, they are implementing it. When these people were talking about the Ejapadie document, I said it on all platforms that they were the people who wrote that book. They were the authors. And now they are implementing what is in their book. The president and his family are taking over all the mineral resources in the country.
Please run up on me.
And they are there, happy, clapping. The most pathetic aspect of it is that the fourth estate, journalists, instead of you calling them to order, it looks like, oh, you are padding them with some subtle words, some smooth kind of jabs.
Is that the case?
That is the case. Is that how you people treated Brian Champon? Is that how you treated Brian Champon? Why are you treating these people with kids' gloves? Why? When they are taking billions. When they are taking billions. In any case, in the case of Brian Champon, the companies were not being properly run. How about the mines? Are the gold diminishing? The gold deposits, are they diminishing? What is the agency?
Well, four companies bid for it and pay the Minerals Commission.
I'm saying this doesn't wash. Because in the case of Brian Champon, other companies bid. In the case of Brian Champon, other companies bid. And he won. How come they demonstrated against that? And now they've turned around to capture the country's mineral resources, gold resources. About 80% of the country's gold mines, the public ones, are going to the family of the president.
All right, thanks so much.
Why should we treat them with kiss
Mr. Fred Ochre? And Logonia says, Emcee, once again, good morning. Tell my brother Evangelist Richard Pryor to cease fire on the current Insiachus constituency executives. We will talk after the program. We appreciate his good work, and this is coming from Logonia. Evangelist, we have about 6 minutes. Let's do three.
No, he's not coming again. He has done 20 hours. Just checking. He has put all the topics together. Let me say good morning to Logonia. I thank him for his advice, but I won't take it. On the Ibrahim Mahama EMP issue, what do the MPP want? We gave them 8 years old, and we saw the mess.
Chastise Brian Champon
You see, when
won
it comes
to take over the Senate hotels.
Senate,
Only for you to.
the Senate hotels belongs to Ghanaian workers. It belongs to Ghanaian workers. Don't mix it. Don't mix it. The mine that we are talking about, it's a private company. That, let me give the details. You can decide to swim in whatever you are swimming in now. But I will let the public know that what is this how he wants to do it?
He doesn't have a microphone, so let's listen to him.
He's going for secretary. His own people called him and said, we don't want you as chairman. You either take the secretary position or forget it. Has he told you?
Let's go.
Let me go to. You see, what crime has Ibrahim Mahama committed? That he was born, not him alone, and one from their family has risen to become a president.
Oh, you know
that is his crime.
What didn't you people do to for
now listen to the details.
Can you
EMP, Engineers and Planners, started work in 1997. EMP has so many projects with so many companies, some even outside Ghana, on the African continent. Today, as I said before you, there's no single company that can beat Ibrahim Mahama's EMP when it comes to mining. This is it.
Fred, please, I'll come back to
The bid. What will you do? What will you do? You are the hypocrite here. You came in and Ibrahim Mahama, through the laws of Ghana, acquired the right to mine for bauxite. The hatred you have for him, you seized everything, and every investment he did at Nyinahini went to waste. This is how wicked you are. And it comes from the UP. It's their tradition. Hatred, pure hatred. But give them the opportunity. They will steal and loot everything and destroy everything. Where's Ken Oforiatta? Where's Ken Oforiatta? Today he has something around his ankle, monitoring him.
What did you do?
This is somebody we gave this nation to. I will go into the facts. My listeners, I want to say thank you for voting against them. Anytime they can vote against them.
You are going to lose.
The bid process for the Diamond mine goes back into September 2023. September 2023, who was the president? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Here is the timeline. September 2023, Engineers and Planners EMP, owned by Ibrahim Mahama, started taking steps to acquire the Diamond asset. EMP formally wrote to Goldfields requesting to purchase the mine. After Goldfields indicated its plan to wind down activity, mining by December 2023. March 12, 2024, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources issued a no objection letter confirming it had no reservation about a potential transaction between EMP and Goldfields. March 2024-2026, government officially opened competitive bidding with a tender notice restricting bids to 100% owned Ghanaian companies. Bid deadline was March 31st, 2026. So while the former government tender was March 2026, the EMP's bid interest started September 2023, over a year before the December 2024 presidential elections. EMP has actually won the bid with 93.15% score, and Goldfields is set to hand over the mine on April 18. That will be somewhere next year. You see?
Next week or next year?
Next week, pardon me. Right, I'm super excited that for the first time we are going to have a wholly 100% owned Ghanaian company. And I'm happy that Ibrahim Mahama has showed the way. I'm urging a lot of Ghanaians to go into the extractive sector, no matter how small it will be. One day it will be very big. For the MPP, their evil agenda will keep them in opposition.
All right.
Forever and ever.
Thank you very much. Fred, please pull the microphone.
And then
let me give you 2 minutes to
implemented everything that we wrote in it. Shame on you.
Yeah, please, let's do 2 minutes. Our time is up.
Peace of mind to say what you want to say. I'll grant you your right. Go ahead.
Evangelist,
Go ahead.
please allow Fred Wachi to speak.
MPP secretary.
I thank you very much, MC.
Oh,
This display of
are you
hypocrisy.
in touch with your people, my brother?
This display of
Evangelist,
hypocrisy by the NDC.
You got how many votes?
It's
And he mounted big votes.
Please allow him.
Oh yeah.
Allow him.
go and check if I got 19.
What did you get?
Allow Fred to make
You
his
see,
point.
the hypocrisy of NDC. has been displayed today. The people who poo-pooed privatization, who said privatization was state capture, are today having all their 10